If you feel this heaviness in your chest, this quiet tension that doesn't seem to go away, this sense that something inside you is unsettled, then stop for a moment, because this is not random, and you didn't find this message by accident. Something in you needed to hear this right now, because lately, your mind hasn't been at peace. Even when things around you seem okay, even when nothing is clearly wrong, there's something inside you that feels off. A pressure, a restlessness, a weight that follows you, even into quiet moments. And maybe you've tried to ignore it, tried to stay busy, tried to distract yourself, tried to move on like everything is normal. But it keeps coming back, doesn't it? In the silence, in the night, in those moments when you're finally alone with your thoughts, it shows up again, stronger, louder, harder to ignore. And then your mind starts asking questions. What is wrong with me? Why do I feel like this? Why can't I just be at peace? And the more you try to understand it, the more confusing it becomes. Because there isn't always a clear reason. There isn't always something you can point to. It just exists. And that's what makes it so exhausting, because you're trying to fix something you don't fully understand. But what if this isn't something you're supposed to fix? What if this feeling is not the problem? What if this is a signal that something inside you needs your attention? Because the truth is, you've been carrying a lot, more than you even realize. Thoughts you haven't spoken, fears you haven't faced, questions you don't have answers to, pressure you've placed on yourself, expectations, uncertainty, and all of it has been building up quietly, layer by layer, moment by moment, until your mind couldn't hold it anymore. And now, you feel it, not as a clear thought, but as a feeling, a heaviness, a tension, a sense that something isn't right. And maybe you've been trying to push through it, trying to stay strong, trying to keep everything together, because that's what you do. You handle things. You don't stop. You don't fall apart. You keep going. But even the strongest people reach a point where something inside them says, this is too much. And that's not weakness. That's awareness. That's your soul telling you it needs space. It needs rest. It needs release. But instead of listening, you try to control it. You try to think your way out of it. You try to solve it. And when that doesn't work, you feel even more frustrated, because now it feels like you're losing control. But listen carefully to this. You are not losing control. You are being invited to let go. And that's different. Letting go is not failure. It's trust. It's recognizing that you were never meant to carry everything on your own. Because you weren't. You were never meant to hold every worry, every fear, every unknown. You were never meant to have all the answers. And yet, you've been trying. You've been trying to manage everything, understand everything, control everything. And it's exhausting you, quietly, deeply, constantly. And maybe that's why you feel this way right now. Not because something is broken in you, but because something inside you is overwhelmed. And instead of needing more answers, you need relief. And that relief doesn't come from figuring everything out. It comes from releasing what you're holding. But that's hard, because letting go feels unnatural. It feels like giving up, like stepping into the unknown, like trusting without seeing. And your mind doesn't like that. Your mind wants certainty. It wants clarity. It wants control. But peace doesn't come from control. It comes from trust. And that's where God meets you, not in your perfect understanding, but in your willingness to trust Him anyway. Right now, in this moment. You don't need to solve your whole life. You don't need to fix everything that feels uncertain. You don't need to have answers to every question in your mind. You just need to take one step. And sometimes, that step is this simple. God, I can't carry this anymore. And meaning it. Not just saying it, but releasing it. Even if your mind tries to hold on. Even if the thoughts come back. Even if the feeling doesn't disappear immediately. Because peace is not something that happens all at once. It's something that grows, slowly, gently, through moments like this. Moments where you stop, where you breathe, where you choose to trust, even when you don't fully understand. And maybe right now, you can feel that shift beginning. It's subtle, but it's there. A small space opening inside you. A little less tension, a little more calm. And that's how it starts. Not with everything changing, but with something softening. And as you stay in this moment, as you stop trying to fight what you feel, as you stop trying to control everything, you begin to realize something important. You are not alone in this. God sees you. He sees what you're carrying. He sees what you're feeling. Even the parts you can't explain. Even the thoughts you don't understand. Even the weight you've been holding in silence. He sees all of it. And He's not distant. He's not waiting for you to fix yourself. He's not expecting you to figure everything out. He's right here, in this moment, with you, and He's inviting you to come closer. Not with perfect words, not with complete clarity, but with honesty, with openness, with trust. Because that's where peace begins. Not in knowing everything, but in trusting the one who does. And maybe that's why you're here, right now, listening to this. Because something inside you needed this reminder that you don't have to carry everything, that you don't have to figure everything out, that you don't have to hold everything together. You can let go, you can breathe, you can trust. And even if it feels small, even if it feels uncertain, that is enough. Because God meets you in that place, in your honesty, in your surrender, in your willingness to trust Him. And He begins to do what you cannot do on your own. He brings calm to your mind. He brings peace to your heart. He brings clarity where there was confusion, not all at once, but step by step, moment by moment, and slowly. You begin to feel different, not because everything around you changed, but because something inside you did. You're not holding as tightly. You're not trying to control everything. You're not carrying the same weight, and that changes everything. Because peace is not the absence of problems, it's the presence of God. And right now, He is here, with you, holding what you cannot hold, understanding what you cannot explain, guiding you through what you cannot see. So if you feel this heaviness, this tension, this quiet anxiety that doesn't fully make sense, don't run from it. Don't fight it. Listen to it, understand it, and then release it. Because this moment is not random. This feeling is not meaningless. This is an invitation to let go, an invitation to trust, an invitation to come closer to God. So take one more deep breath, slowly, gently, and let it out. And as you do, release something, just one thing, one worry, one fear, one thought. You don't have to release everything. Just start with one, and then another, and another. And little by little, you'll feel it. That peace, that calm, that quiet strength growing inside you. And you'll realize you were never meant to carry this alone, and you never have to again. So stay here. Stay in this moment. Stay in this peace. And if this helped you, stay with this channel. There are more messages like this waiting for you. More moments like this. More peace like this. You don't have to go back to carrying everything alone. Stay. And let God keep speaking to your heart.